Well, good morning, good evening, wherever it is that you are in this world. Hopefully you are having yourself a wonderful day. I'm Furious Pete, and we're gonna talk about food. We're gonna talk about, dissect this very important topic. I think this is one of the most important topics that anyone could talk about. If there's one food that you could eat for the rest of your life, what would it be? And I think that this is a very complicated topic, as there's a lot to discuss, all right? There's a lot to discuss. Like, and it's important to go through all the options, right? There's a lot of options to be discussed. For example, one, we'll start with the basics, you know? You go through your favorite foods, right? Let's talk about my favorite foods, and then we'll talk about your favorite foods. Actually, you comment down below what your favorite foods are so that we can discuss it within the comments, and maybe even make a part 2 so that maybe we can squash my idea. Maybe my idea is not a good idea after all, right? So, there's my favorite foods. I love steak. I love a good quality steak, good cut of meat. You grill it right, and it's awesome, right? But when you talk about steak, for example, there's so many varieties of steak. So if these rules of you can only eat one food for the rest of your life involves just, you know, one kind of steak, then that might be a little bit difficult. But if you have a variety of different kinds of steaks that you can have, then that might be better. Because sometimes you just, like, obviously Kobe beef is amazing, but you can only have so much because it's such a fatty piece of meat, right? But if you can have like some Kobe beef one day, have a T-bone another day, you can have a nice very lean tenderloin or filet of some sorts, you know, depending on your mood, depending on the time of day, that might change your mind, right? And also you can cook them differently. Some will need to be rare, some will need to be medium. Sometimes you want it a little well done, and some cuts of meat are actually better for that, right? Actually, steak, you never really want to cook well done. But let's move on to second option. I love ice cream. I love different kinds of ice cream, you know? It depends on the time of day. If I'm just chilling, if I'm driving, if I'm chilling on the couch, if I'm after a heavy dinner, you know, there's different kinds of ice cream. So are the rules, again, specific to one type of ice cream, one type of flavor? If that is the case, then this needs to be squashed. But if it's not the case, then you have a lot of options, right? We have soft serve, we have hard ice cream. You can have different kinds of toppings on this ice cream, different kinds of toppings within the ice cream. Vanilla, chocolate, there's chocolate peanut butter, there's Oreo ice cream, there's crispy crunch ice cream, there's Smarties ice cream, there's different kinds of sorbets. So you can have different kinds of fruits. Then you actually have your vitamins, your fruits and such in your actual diet for the day, because that might become a problem, right? You know, you only have one type of food, and that might not actually be able to give you all the vitamins and minerals that you need to survive for the day. But if you have something like fruits, and you can have vegetable ice cream, for example, you can meet all the necessary items and necessary vitamins and minerals that you need to survive and maintain a healthy body, right? Moving on. Actually, no, not moving on. There's still so many possibilities with ice cream. I think there's so many possibilities with ice cream. But sugar, stomach aches, you don't really want to wake up and have ice cream, although you could get used to it. Next, cereal. I love my cereal. And again, if we had to only pick one, that would be freaking difficult. It'd be extremely difficult. There's different types of cereal for different times of the day. You can have some sugary cereals. You can have like your Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, all that good stuff. Then you sometimes want some of your Fiber One and stuff so that, you know, your pooping is a little bit better. Then you can also vary the type of liquid that goes inside. You could use almond milk, cashew milk. You can use skim milk, 2% milk, 3% milk. You could use eggnog, chocolate milk. You could use heavy cream. You can use all these delicious items in your cereal to make it taste different, to make it more fun. Could you imagine doing cereal with like heavy cream? Shit. I think that actually wouldn't be that enjoyable, to be honest. Not that enjoyable. I feel like some like Cinnamon Toast Crunch with like 3% milk. I think that's a good combination, because when you go too thin with the milk, it just tastes a little too watery sometimes. Sometimes you need that creaminess, you know what I mean? But obviously not always the best for you. So lots of options there, There's also a lot of cereals nowadays that have protein added, so you'd be able to have that protein fix in your diet and be able to have enough protein, and which is obviously very important. And there's also a bunch of cereals nowadays that do have the vitamins and minerals that you need in order to, you know, maintain a proper healthy body and be healthy, right? So that could work pretty damn well. Moving on to what I think might be the winner. The final winner, the one item that I think would be the winner. The one, like, it just has to be the winner, I think. Unless you take these rules, once again, if the rules only apply to one thing, then this won't be the winner. And it'll be very hard to decide, which is pizza. Now, pizza has such a variety of ways, like there's so many ways that it can be made. There's thin crust, there's thick crust, there's regular crust, there's deep dish, it can be made in different types of ovens, different types of settings. There's different kinds of sauces. You can have marinara, tomato sauce, a barbecue sauce, a pesto. You can have no sauce at all. You can have different kinds of cheeses. The toppings are literally endless. Endless. So you'd have so much variety where it's like 365 days a year you can have a different type of pizza, and that would be cool. You can also have dessert pizza, so you can have like a normal pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner or whatever, but you can also have a dessert after your pizza, which is going to be another pizza, and that can be changed around as well, right? So I think the whole concept of pizza, if there is no rules to one specific type of pizza, then that could easily be the winner. But ultimately, this is a real big cluster fudge of a decision, because if you could only pick one kind of food forever, it would be so impossible. I mean, any kind of food that you pick, you will get sick of. Some will take longer to get sick of, and some will be a short period. So it's like, how many days in a row can you eat pepperoni pizza? Now people will say, well, every single day. But at one point, one, you're probably gonna develop, so you're gonna become lactose intolerant or something like that. And two, like, I don't even know, you'll become, you just won't be able to, the flavor will just get to you or something like that, right? Pepperoni flavor will probably get to you and you'll be like, can't not take this anymore. You know what I mean? And a steak, it's just like, that just gets heavy after a while, right? Like meal after meal after meal, it gets really heavy, especially one type. And then like cereal, if you went for a sugary cereal, you're not gonna want that sugary cereal every single time. If you went for a healthier, high fiber cereal, you're not gonna want that every time. Besides, you're gonna be shitting your pants all the time. And then if ice cream, it's sugar. If you did that, you would kill yourself after a while. It would just suck. It would suck. Okay, it just would suck. So ultimately, you are just screwed. That is the consensus. If you could only pick one food for the rest of your life, there is no answer. There is no decision to make here. If you guys think otherwise and can like really make a decision here, comment down below. Comment down below, because I 110,000% cannot make a decision for my life here, because I do not think there is a solid answer to this. I really don't. I really don't. And if, like I said, if you guys think otherwise, and okay, I'm gonna make this worthwhile for you guys, all right? If you stump me and I go, you know what? I could eat that for the rest of my life. And it can't be an answer like pussy or something like that at the end of it, you know, because, or something stupid like that, because I may or may not agree to that. If you guys stump me, I'm gonna send you anything from Furious Apparel, or I'll send you a tub of our new Goku Gains pre-workout. If you guys really, if I go, holy shit, you know what? I could eat that for the rest of my life. If you guys come up with something like that, I will do that. So comment down below and let me know. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. You guys, as always, my friends, stay sexy, stay hungry, get gains, and get laid. Boom.